YouTube? It is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be doing a full test and review of the H2R Nova by Olight. So stick with Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, today we're going to be doing a full test and review of the H2R Nova by Olight. Now, for a lot of you who follow my channel, we love Olight, like a lot. We have brutalized and torture tested the ever-loving bejesus out of these flashlights, and they hang tough every single freaking time. Now, one quick announcement we want to give you guys before we get started is we have our 50,000 subscriber giveaway where we just passed our 50,000 subscriber mark, where we're giving away $5,000 worth of awesome year-end prizes. And if you want to get on that quickly, definitely drop down into the video description, hit up that video, and register for your chance to win. There's only 2 days left. Now, yes, you're looking at this box correctly. This is a brand new light for 2017 from Olight, but yes, it is a 2300 lumen headlamp. But what we love about what Olight does with the Nova series is they truly want to make these lights extremely versatile. Now, more or less, this is what it comes with in the packaging when you pick it up. Now, you actually have the charger that comes with it. I love this charger because you can put it in your cigarette lighter in your car, a USB drive, an external battery, plug it into the wall like you would your phone, and all you have to do is attach the magnetic tail cap and it charges automatically without having to take your battery out. Also, right on the box, it says Versatile LED Illumination Tool, and yes, that is correct. This flashlight is designed to do a plethora of different tasks and jobs. Now, as you can see, it does have the headlamp function, which is extremely important, but what I like about the base on this, if you see, there's a magnetic pull to it already, and it will hold on before you put the elastic strap on. But in addition to that, which is really helpful, is it has a magnetic tail stand that'll stick to friggin' any metal surface. But it also has this very versatile pocket clip on it, so you can stick it in your pocket just fine. It'll attach to packs, molly straps, anything like that. You will have a lot of uses with your using vehicle maintenance. You're out in the field, you're out at night, you need it as a headlamp for hands-free illumination. Pretty much anything you need, this thing has you covered. Now, right here, and I'm going to drop all the nerdy little tech specs down in the description box below, but it has several different functions. We have the moonlight, low, medium, high, and turbo. For 1 minute, you have 2300 lumens on this particular flashlight, and then it drops off to 750. That has to do with the heat factor, but for the first 60 seconds, if you are a security officer, you're in the military, police, or you're doing any type of search and rescue trying to figure out what something is in the dark, you get 60 seconds, which is actually quite a bit of time to shine a blistering amount of light at a subject, or in a self-defense situation, you can use this blindingly high-powered light to protect yourself. Now, we had a lot of fun with the H2R Nova today, and we beat it up so bad. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm tired of talking. Let's jump straight to the test footage. Alright guys, so we are out here with the H2R Nova, which is the newer and bigger headlamp from Olight. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going down to, and taking this thing for a little walk and see how it works. Now we've got the H2R Nova in the off position, and if we do a simple click, it is on low. Then as long as, just like all the other Olights, if you press and hold, you'll get medium. Press and hold again, you'll get high. Now high is pretty considerable, as you'll see. You can see quite a bit. Now keep in mind that this light is a headlamp. It is extremely bright for short distances, maybe 20 feet out in front of you at most. So we're not going to be getting psycho beam shots 1,000 meters away. It's just not how it works. Now with this particular light, it has 2,300 lumens on turbo. So if you double click, that brings out this whole mess of craziness. And this is a freaking headlamp that is designed for short distances. This thing is absolutely insane. It is just reaching out and touching everything. So we're out here on my balcony, which is about 15 feet in the air for me standing. We got the H2R Nova. We're gonna turn this thing on. We're gonna toss it several times off my balcony to see if it can survive 3 15-foot drops. So drop number 1, we're just gonna take it and just toss it down. Thanks, bud. All right, guys, so we got this rocking. This is for drop number 2, and we're actually gonna take it and just toss it out a little bit. Haha, thanks, bud. All right, so far, it hasn't even shut off at 3 drops. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and actually chunk it pretty far out. Hey, bud, what's up? All right, so far, this thing survived 3 15-foot drops with seemingly no problem. So we're gonna turn it off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it back on, and we're just gonna go ahead and cycle through the different modes. And it seems working just fine. But survived the 3 15-foot drop tests, so we're gonna stick it in here and we're gonna put it in an underwater simulation for over 30 minutes. Alrighty, so I think 33 minutes is way more than enough time for that. Now, right now, it is a little after 11:30 p.m. Now, because I want this to actually freeze a little quickly, what we're about to do is take it while it's still submerged and go stick it in my freezer to simulate a freezing temperatures, because if you're outside in a harsh winter environment, you want to make sure that this flashlight is going to work for you when you need it the most. So we're gonna go ahead and take it so you guys can see it in one clean shot. We're gonna go ahead and put it right here, and we're gonna come back in a few hours and see how it's doing. All right, so it is 11:06 in the morning the next day, almost a full 12 hours, and this thing is frozen solid and still on. Alright, well, it's still on, turns off, turns on, does just fine. Well, I know a lot of you guys will not feel that the sink testing and even the freezer testing was good enough. So what we're going to be doing is we have the 4-foot end of a swimming pool to simulate this thing actually getting dunked into deeper water. Now, right now, it is 12:24 p.m. We've got the flashlight with us, and my boy Ryan over there is going to help us with the testing. So he's gonna have some fun, and we're gonna go dunk it. It has been just over 20 minutes. So my kids are gonna go help me retrieve that flashlight for you. And we're gonna go check and see if it still works. And it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. Still cycles through all the modes just fine. Nice. That's awesome. So far it's done phenomenal throughout the testing, but we're gonna actually turn this bad boy on. We're gonna go underneath that bridge and we're gonna give it 3 vertical drops at 1.5 meters on concrete. So that's drop number 1. We got drop number 2. Nice. It's got a few scuff marks on it, a little bit of wear. Still cycles through all the modes, just fine. I'm gonna chunk this thing onto the trail and the rocks and see how it does. For throw number 2. Oh, it bounced off a rock. That's not good. So this thing is a little more beat up than it was. Still cycles through all the modes, just fine. All right, so I thought of a really creative test for this, just in case you get into a weird situation. Let's actually drag this through the muck, rock, mud, and water. Oh, this poor thing. All in the name of quality control testing. Still cycles through all the mud. Well, you can literally say that I dragged this through the mud. Alright, so we're out here on a different spot on this pond and we're gonna do some survival vending machine catching part 2. So he's gonna take that nicer, higher grade flashlight and chunk it in the water and see if we can get one of them survival vending machines we talked about in a previous episode. That was pretty good. Reel her in, boy. You catch anything? Oh, we gotta do it again. That was much better. Come on, reel it in. Dagnabbit, this stinks. I don't think we're gonna catch anything today. All right, we are out here with the H2R Nova. And as always, it is a long, long way down. All right, so we are out here on the bridge and we got Jen up there. She's gonna be doing all the aerial footage for us today. And as you can see, the bottom down here is full of rocks and it can get very bad for this flashlight really, really quick. Holy crap, that was a hell of a bounce. Oh wow, this thing got smashed. Jeez, look at this. Oh, it knocked out the pocket clip and everything. Wow, let's replay that footage. Wow, that was absolutely insane. But you guys are not gonna believe this. Yeah. It still turns on and still changes through all the modes. That is spectacular. 50 feet onto rocks. Well, I hope that proves it to you that this Olight H2R Nova is an absolute freaking monster. This flashlight is so freaking tough, man. I mean, we dunked it underwater several times. We dragged it through the muck and mud. We dropped it off a bridge ramp to hit it concrete. We dropped it from 50 feet. We froze it overnight for over 12 hours. This poor thing has been through absolute hell. And as you can tell, woo, it still works just fine. And that speaks volumes to me that a lot of people are like, well, these flashlights are a little more expensive. Yes, but they are awesome. And the best part about the Olight is the fact that these have a 5-year warranty right on the box. And basically, it's from what I've been able to gather, how Olight treats their customers, it's a virtual, no questions asked. As long as you still have a physical flashlight to mail back into them, you'll get a new one. But all in all, there you have it, folks. Definitely drop down in the comment section below and tell me what you think about the H2R Nova. And if you're interested in this bad boy, we're definitely going to be dropping some Amazon links down in the video description so you guys can learn more about it and pick it up if that's what you want to do. But that just about does it for now. I hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.